In this video, I'm going to show you how I went about making my YouTube studio look and sound from this lighting to this without having to break the bank. Right, let's jump in. You could have the best content in your video, but if you're poorly lit and people can barely hear what you're saying, the people that click on your video might not hang around for long enough to actually get the value that's within your content. So first, let's start with lighting. If you are the focal point of your videos, i.e. if you're putting your own face in the video, you want to make sure that you're well lit and that people can see your face. If people can't see your face properly, then they can't make eye contact with you and they can't see the facial expressions that you're showing. When we talk to the camera lens, we're trying to make a connection with the person viewing the video. If they can't see any of that, then you're not going to make that connection and it's less engaging for the viewer. So let's take a look at how this setup looks without any kind of lighting whatsoever. Okay, so here I am talking to you now with no lights on in the room. The only light I have is the natural light that's coming out of this little Velux window. So as you can see, this room is not big. What you see in this room is the size of the room. And the window is obviously small, so there's not a huge amount of light that's coming in. As you can probably see, it's very hard to actually see my face and really see my eyes properly. And therefore, it's going to be hard for you to be engaged in what's going on. Now, before I start putting on the lights and letting you see how it can look, it's important to say that you can actually get proper good lighting across your whole face by just picking the right environment. That could be going outside. It could be in a bigger room than this that's got a bigger window and letting more light in. But the difficulty we have with natural light is that it isn't consistent. For example, today outside where I am, it's very sunny, it's bright sun, but there's a lot of moving cloud and strong wind. And therefore, the sun's constantly coming in and out from behind clouds, and therefore the lighting is never consistent. And that can put people off when they're watching your video as well, because you can go from being too well lit to not lit enough to perfectly lit, and it just never stays the same. If you are going to rely just purely on daylight coming in through a window, you probably want a bigger room than this that's got a bigger window, and you probably want to pick a day where it's slightly overcast and therefore the sun is kind of naturally blanketed by the cloud, and that creates a nice soft light on you. And whilst that's perfectly okay, the timing of you recording your video is often dictated by the weather outside. And if you're short for time or you've only got select times to record, then you probably want to set up an environment where you can keep the lighting consistent. Okay, so let's start turning the lights on. Okay, first of all, I've closed the blind. And as you can see, you can't see anything. Okay, so hopefully what you can see now is that I've switched on this key light here. It's just next to my desk. It's pointed at a 45-degree angle from where I'm sitting, and it's slightly raised above me, pointing down to give a more flattering kind of look. But as you can see, it's still quite dark in here. The side of my face, which is next to the light, is obviously getting quite well lit. And I've kind of got this kind of thing going on here, this kind of Rembrandt kind of look, which some people do like, but for me, it's still a little bit too dark, and a little bit of the connection with the viewer is going to get lost. So what I can do is switch on another key light, which I have over here. Okay, hopefully now you can see that this extra key light, which is just a little cheap panel light over on this other side, same kind of idea, same angle, 45-degree angle pointing this way now, and it's slightly higher above my camera lens. And that's now given me well lit on both sides of my face, and hopefully people would agree that that is probably a better look. Now you can see my eyes, you can see the facial expressions that I'm pulling, and that hopefully you would agree that that's going to be a lot more engaging for the viewer. But in the background, things are still looking a bit meh. So let's see if we can fix that. Okay, now you can see that the bookshelf behind me is now being lit up. And it's just being lit up by this little LED light, which is just a little strip light about this size. And that has cost me about £10 from Amazon, I think it was. I've just got it set up on a tiny little cheap tripod. And it just is out of shot, but it's just capturing that bookshelf and just lighting that up, just to add a little bit of interest and a little bit of ambience to the back of the scene. Okay, so back here we've got this little light here. Again, it's just a little bit of ambient lighting. It's just lighting up that corner of the room. And it's just offering that little bit of separation between me in front of the camera and the rest of the room in the background. And then to top it all off, we've got this little blue spotlight, this kind of teal spotlight just above my head here. Just a nice contrasting colour from the warmer tones that are coming from these two lights. And I think it just sets it off a little bit and gives it more of an aesthetic kind of look. To this, I think you'll agree, probably makes it look a little bit better and a little bit more inviting for the viewer. Okay, so let's turn our attention now to audio. So YouTube regularly do surveys targeting viewers that actually watch videos on the platform to ask them about what is most important to them in terms of viewer experience. And without fail, one of the things that viewers feel really strongly about is good quality audio. You can still be well lit like this, but if the audio is not good, if people can't actually hear what it is you're saying, then the message that you have for them is being lost. The value of a video comes from what you're telling them, and if they can't hear it, they're going to click away. So the audio that you're listening to right now is coming from this microphone here, which is the Shure MV7. As microphones go, this is probably kind of mid-range in terms of price, but hopefully you'll agree that it's quite a good audio sound. The drawbacks of this microphone is it's more for like a studio setting like this. I wouldn't take this microphone and use it when I'm out in the field. And it's probably not the most affordable for people that are working on a budget either. So let's look at alternatives. But before we do that, I want to let you hear what the audio sounds like coming directly from the camera. Okay, so what you can hear now is the audio coming through the inbuilt microphone on my camera on which I'm filming this video. As I'm sure you'll agree, it's not as good quality as what you were hearing a moment ago when I was talking through this microphone. So this is just to illustrate the point that good audio is so important to your videos, and therefore having an external microphone is always the best thing to do. Okay, so what you're hearing now is the audio that's coming from this microphone, which is the Rode Wireless Me. I'll let you decide if you think the audio from this is as good as this. However, I'm sure we can all agree that the audio coming from this microphone is far better than what you just heard that was coming from the inbuilt microphone on my camera. Comparatively on price, this is a lot cheaper. I think this cost me about £100. I think you can get it for slightly less now. But if that's still a little bit rich for your liking, there are equivalents to this which are a lot cheaper, around about the £40 to £50 mark. The benefit of this is that it does give you good audio, but also it's a lot more versatile. So if you wanted to record outside on a smartphone, all you need is this and another box which looks exactly the same as this, which is a receiver, and that plugs into whatever you're recording on. So be it a camera, a phone, or a laptop, and it just wirelessly transmits from this device to the receiver, and that's how it captures the audio. So it's compact for when you're going out and about, but as well as that, you're not restricted to standing close enough to the camera as you might need if you had a wired mic that was plugged into your camera. And this just lapels onto my t-shirt or jumper with a little magnet on the other side. So there's a little magnet inside the t-shirt that's just clipping this on. It's really lightweight, it doesn't really kind of pull at your clothes too much. And as microphones go, for quality and price, I think this is a really good starting point. So you don't need to have an expensive microphone like this one. Something like this, or even cheaper, is going to get you well on your way to improving your audio in your videos. Okay, so there you are. That's how you can transform your lighting in your studio space and improve your audio, which is going to help you create better videos for your viewer. But most importantly of all, don't forget about the fact that it's really the content of your video that is going to sell the video to the viewer. But just remember that good lighting and good audio might encourage the viewer to stick around and give your video a chance. They're still going to walk away from the video if they don't feel like they're getting value from it. So what the value of your video is still important. Doesn't matter how well you light your scene or how crisp your audio is. All this stuff is just going to help you look and sound that bit better on camera to help convince the viewer to hang around for longer. There are affiliate links to all the lights and microphones that's been mentioned in this video in the description below. If you found this video useful, please give it a big thumbs up. And I'm going to leave you a link to this video where I talk about on-camera confidence, which is going to hopefully help you improve your videos further. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.